Hi YouTube family, welcome into today's video, which is actually going to be a disappointing products video. I enjoy doing disappointing products videos for you guys because I try so much out and I just want to put it to the side if it really didn't work for me. And then I will go ahead and either get rid of it or I will give it to somebody else that might get better use out of it. So it might not be a really bad product. It might just be a product that didn't work for me, that I didn't like, that didn't have lasting power, that wasn't my color, those kinds of things. So I do just have a few in this little bag right here, but let's get into it so that you guys can see. Okay, I had one of you sweethearts sign up under me to get BoxyCharm, and I appreciate that more than you could possibly know. What they did at BoxyCharm was they sent me this MAC Mineralized blush, which I was really excited about because I don't have a lot of MAC products. Actually, I think I have two. I have a blush that I absolutely love, and then I have the Fix Plus. This is called Cosmic Force, and I just don't like this at all. I really don't like this. And the reason is because there is absolutely no pigmentation here, and I'm really irritated at that. Why would you ever call that a blush? I mean, seriously, on my skin, that doesn't even show up. It shows up kind of as a shadow. You would have to be so pale and so porcelain that you almost use this for either a bronzer or a, like, possibly a contour. I don't know, but I didn't like it at all. It's very flat. I suppose that I could try using it as maybe a setting powder somewhere on my face, but the formula seemed very nice and very creamy, but the color was crap. So I was really disappointed in that. And the next thing I want to talk about was I did All About a Brand with Colourpop, and I absolutely dislike to the maximum degree Colourpop's matte liquid lipsticks. I think they're some of the most drying lipsticks on the market, liquid lipsticks on the market. But I thought that this satin one might be better. This is more saturated color, and I thought that I could get away with it. But honestly, I put this on my lips, and within a little while, my lips were cracking. It sucked the life out of them, and just really did not like this one at all. For me, it just really fell short on the formula. So Colourpop satin and matte liquid lipsticks are not my favorite. Speaking of Colourpop, this is one of their SuperShock cheek blushes, and it's a pearlized formula, and it's in Parallel. That is so bright. I can't even begin to tell you guys how bright that is. Now, what I want to show you is on the cheeks how bright it is too. You put it on and that is the color that you get. So I guess as a topper, it might be okay. And if you really sheared it out, but for me, it was all about the color. And as a blush, I don't like it to be that pearlized. I don't mind having a pop of highlight on the top, but if I have it that pearlized, it's going to show a ton of texture, and this did show a ton of texture. Another one that really fell short for me was this e.l.f. primer. It's supposed to be Illuminating Primer. It did that okay. This is called Lit From Within. It did that all right, but you guys, this stuff stinks so bad. It smells like a combination of like sauerkraut and stinky feet. And I've said stinky feet before on my channel, and I am not even going to even get this out because literally putting it up to my nose makes me sick. So if I could really chuck this and not hit one of my bottles, I'd be chucking it because I don't like that at all. It's just, it's nasty, yucky. Okay, I tried several liquid eyeshadows. And I actually did also try Stila's liquid eyeshadows this month, although I could not find that when I sat down to do this video. I guess I'm just not a liquid eyeshadow person, but I do, however, like Colourpop's formula. This is a really good formula. It went on, it was true to its color. I just thought it was super duper pretty, and it built up, it dried down quickly. I thought, you know what, that's a winner as far as I'm concerned. Now, this one right here is from Wet n Wild. I'm going to put that on, and you would think in the tube that you would see that green pretty color come through. Hopefully, guys, that comes across on camera. And it looks like it's going to come across right there, but this stuff never dried down. It never got to where it wasn't transferring on my upper lid. It just was like there forever, and I couldn't get it to dry down. I don't know if there's some trick to wearing these liquid eyeshadows, but definitely was not for me. This one is one from Ulta. I wanted this one because it looked like the prettiest silver, and it does. You put it on, look how thick and pretty that is. Isn't that nice? It just looks really, really, really nice. And this is the same thing. I think I built this up in 2 coats, and I never got it dried down all day. I mean, I didn't like wipe it off or anything because I wanted to see how it would perform, but all day long that did not dry down. So Ulta's liquid eyeshadows, same thing, are a hard pass. The next thing, I don't know what the crap happened to this, but this is really, okay, Wet n Wild's Photofocus pressed powder. And it's not that the powder is bad. It's that, I'm going to get you as close as I possibly can. It is that, if you can see that, it like had a film over top of it within days. And I was scraping it out to try and use product. I thought maybe perhaps what I did was that I had a foundation that was a little bit wet, used it once, tried to buff it around, and then the foundation got on there. I have tons of powders that I do the same thing with. So this is an absolute fail for me because I'm not going to mess around with that. And scraping it out, and it didn't go on the eyes very well. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's Milani's. Same thing on Milani's. This is a gorgeous color, just like actually this is probably the wettest formula of all of them. This concept of having these liquid eyeshadows is so great, but the payoff has to be that they have to dry down somehow before they completely, you know, integrate into the rest of your eye look. So like I said, I've been trying them out, and the only one that has decently performed, and right now as I'm pouncing on there's no pigment coming off of the Colourpop one, but the Wet n Wild one is like gone now, and the Ulta one is still transferring. The Milani one I did just put on. That one will not dry down for hours either. And I just had that was like my blue eye look for the whole entire day, which is not a pretty eye look. I'm just here to tell you. Okay, so then that didn't work. So let's go to the Gel Pot formula, right, of Ulta's. This one is in a color that is kind of just like a champagne color, right? I think it was really pretty. I was excited about it and put it on, and it looks pretty right there. Gives kind of just a sheen. So this is pretty in that it just gives a little bit of a sheen without actually giving you that bright color. Because basically, let me put it on the other side because this is not working. So basically what happens is I got the darkness out of it, or the shadow from it, but in trying to use it and trying to build it up, it really didn't perform true to color in here. So that's what bothered me about it, is that even though I use a white, basically a white primer, it just really didn't stay true to its color. It's like it oxidized like immediately and turned dark on me with a little bit of sheen on top of it, which is not what I was looking for my eyelid. The next thing in here is something that is pretty darn awful. I don't like it. Sam, I am. I am a huge lover of liquid eyeliner. I think I got this one in some sort of a sample box. This is from Butter London, and this is their Glazen eyeliner. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put this on, right? And because it is a little bit different than the pens that I use, I'm trying to be more careful with it. But then I go to put it on, and literally, you guys, can you see what's going on? That right there, it turned out, it was so hard to build that up that it's almost gray. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this one is my Essence pen that I use all the time, and right there next to it, look at the difference. They're right bumping against each other. So you can see that even the Essence one performed better. This is, I'm sure, $24 to $25. The Essence one is $4. No brainer all day long. This one was waterproof. I didn't have to build it up. I didn't have to make a cakey mess out of it. And the other one was. So didn't like that one at all. The last thing in here I was super duper excited about. These are the Revolution Blush Compact. This one is in Opulence. And this is so cool looking inside, you guys. Okay, so The packaging is super luxe. It's like heavy packaging, really pretty. It's got like the sparkly colors in here. Just thought it was so pretty. And then it has a nice mirror inside. Not gonna blind you, but it does have a nice little mirror inside. Then I get into here, into the colors, and you'll see right here, they're very, very bright and bold. It has the highlight color over here, which I'm not opposed to either. The highlight is pretty. It looks really good. And there it is right there, all mixed together. Hopefully that's coming across on camera. I guess I was just disappointed in not only the formula seemed really powdery and not buttery at all or not creamy at all, which it is a powder compact, I get that, but the blush colors were way too bright. I wish that they had more wearable colors in here because I think that this concept and how nice this packaging is really beautiful. So, and I'm a fan of Makeup Revolution, but this particular one just didn't work for me. That's it for my disappointing makeup products. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Hope that you're having an amazing week. I love you all very much. I will see you in my very next video. Take care. Bye-bye.